welcome. I did wonder whether anybody would find me, because it's been a while since I've done a live, and it just felt that the energy was right. It was a very last minute decision. So just enjoy the sounds of the crystal alchemies. Hi, it's lovely to see that there's some people joining. That's wonderful. And I can just see the last setting rays of the sun here this evening. And of course we move into the energy of the full moon. We can feel it cooking. So I invite you just to take a few nice easy breaths and perhaps consider what might be a question that is running for you right now, that perhaps the roses in their wisdom may have some insight for. Welcome everybody. As you could probably realise, my Rosy Temple has relocated, and I'm now down in Somerset. I've moved west from the beautiful New Forest, and this is my first reading from this place. Hi Anna, hi Kathy. And it's just really interesting, you know, when we move places and we're in a different frequency of land. And those of you that have followed my posts on my personal page in this last week will know that it's been an absolute doozy of a week. And I've moved here 3 weeks ago today, and in this last week I've lost one of my beloved cats. So it's been really quite a challenge of an initiation, shall we say, into this new space. But I'm trusting that it is absolutely all purposeful and is definitely soul aligned in whatever way. Hi Rachel, hi from Dublin, hello. And I know Peggy's calling in from the States, and Anna is also down in the south of England. Oh, thank you, Anna. It's late in the day too to be feeling and looking quite bright. But anyway, I just wanted to come on with the alchemy bowls and the roses. It just felt really that there was some beautiful energy on it this evening. So I'm not going to waffle much. I am just going to read the roses and see what insight they might give us for our alignment and our path as we enter into this full moon, this full super moon at 23 degrees of Sagittarius, and what that means as we move then forward into the solstice. So the summer solstice is always a powerful point for us, and this year I don't think it will disappoint. I think there is still an enormous amount of shift that is waiting in the wings, and I think we're in for an interesting ride as we go through July and August. As you know, I'm not an astrologer. I have always been fascinated by astrology and have done some study, but I leave the mastery of that to indeed the masters. It's a it's a lifetime's learning. So let's see what the roses have got to offer us as wisdom as we move into this next period of time. What insight might they have for us in our soul's evolution and this sacred homecoming to self? This feels very much about the pathway that we are walking right now. There is a refine and align, and oh, hi Maya. Yeah, good timing. Yeah, this is just really a potent piece of our journey. So let's see what the roses might offer us as wisdom and insight in this path of refine and align, this sacred homecoming to self. We're peeling away more layers. I mean, I certainly know from my own house move that, you know, this letting go of everything that is not something that is either beautiful or useful, I think is the right terminology. And so we are being asked to travel light as light and letting go of anything that is not in that highest alignment for us now. It's not in a frequency alignment. This, I think, is the key to all of this. Is this truly aligned to me at this time? Is there a heartfelt frequency alignment for this, or this? And to be able to listen to the wisdom of the heart, what those whispered messages are that can guide us and inspire us on our paths. And of course, the roses are pure love. They have no other agenda other than guide us on this pathway home to true self, to that true alignment, that true heart resonance. And this is the keynote of the pathway. Hi Jacqueline, hi. So let's see what the first rose is that wants to come forward this evening. Wow, okay. So the first rose this evening is this beauty. And this is the rose that is the rose of the soul star. So really perfect in our alignment for this evening, this full moon energy. And here she is, she's luminous, she is golden. And the soul star sits about 18 inches above our heads. So where the fingertips would touch above our heads, and embedded within the soul star is the portal and the connection that allows our heart field frequency to connect with the higher keys and codes of light that we have stored from previous lifetimes. When we can align with the 5D heart field, when we can stay in that place of love, in that loving presence to what's unfolding in our lives, both internally and obviously on the screen of our lives, then what activates for us is the soul star. And this is our personal akasha in this particular incarnation. This beautiful, beautiful energy starts to open for us and allow these higher keys and codes of light to be received in the body and to guide us and inform us. Sometimes we can have aha moments. Sometimes there is just a sense of being absolutely perfectly placed, perfectly on point, you know, in the right place at the right time, talking to the right person. And sometimes there is a divine download that comes through that we think, wow, where did that come from? The soul star and our heart field alignment is where that energy imprint comes from. For those interested in roses, this rose is called the Pilgrim. She's a David Austin rose, and she is very, very fragranced and just an absolute beauty. You can see that sort of golden field of frequency that's coming up in the center. She really feels very aligned to the Christ consciousness energy. She is just a beauty to work with. So perhaps the path is to just gently put a hand on your higher heart and allow that energy to connect. Allow yourself to connect through from your heart star, your higher heart, through to your soul star. And just, you might like to breathe it, you know, breathing up and connecting, and breathing down, breathing in to connect that line up and down. There is a further connection, of course, that takes it on down through the body and connects into the earth star, which is about 3 feet below your feet. And these three energies are the key energies in this upcoming time. To have an alignment between your soul star, your heart star and your earth star creates an envelope of light, a golden envelope of light around the body called a vesica. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful portal of being able to be aligned and alive in our connection with others. It allows for a heart-centered connection, but allows us to keep a verticality in our field. So you might like to just connect with her and just breathe her in, welcome her, align with her. Hi, Elias. Hi. It's so lovely to actually manage to get in to do a reading this time. It's a real blessing. So, our first rose is Soul Star. Let's see what the other roses might want to come to us. So if we're looking at it from this period of time, what this rose is telling us is the importance of the verticality and to the alignment that we have with Source, with Great Spirit, aligning with our own soul imprint. The clearing and purification of this physical vessel is so that we are prepared to bring these higher aspects of ourselves fully into body, so that we can be love in action, yeah? That we walk lightly on the earth and we hold high frequency coding of light. It's then that we can be inspiration and guides for others whose heart flames may be troubled or challenged at this time. So let's see what the second rose is that wants to come for this particular reading. So we have Rose Ma 11. And this rose often comes up in the readings, and she says, I am protector. So the Rose Ma roses are all I am statements, and when we speak the words I am, there is an embodiment that comes with what comes after the I am. So when we say I am protector, which is what this rose is saying, we can feel the strengthening in our field when we allow that verticality and that sense of resourcefulness and the sense of power that is possible. She's very pure, this rose, and she has strong swan energy. So those of you that resonate with swan frequency will understand the power of the swan and the fact that the swan is fiercely loyal, mates for life, and is such a strength on our journey. This is a rose called Madame Hardy. She was developed by a rosarian in the Luxembourg Gardens in Paris at the turn of the 1900s. So many of the original rosarians were men, and this rose was developed by Alexander Hardy and named after his wife. And I love the fact that it is very much that appreciation of beauty and strength that is within the feminine, that is being acknowledged by the masculine. Hi Karen, hi. So again, connect in with her and know that when we have an activated heart star, so the golden field of the heart activates and the golden light body activates, which of course was the teachings, ultimate teachings of the mystery schools, was the activation of the golden heart and the golden light body. And when we work pure from the heart, when we can frequence to that gold, and the treasure of the human heart is that we can produce the frequency of gold within the human heart. So when we work from that field of gold, we are totally protected. And we know that we cannot be affected by anything external to self unless there is a resonant frequency within us that is still residue. So therefore, you know, if there is an energy charge that goes off internally, we know there is inner work still to do. So this rose tells us that when we work within the heart, and we can work from the purest level of the heart, we have total protection. So she's a beautiful rose to be working with. Another high frequency rose that has come forward in the reading this evening. So let's see what the third rose is that wants to come forward. Okay. And the last rose that wants to come forward this evening is Rose 6. And Rose 6 is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, luscious rose. And she sits on the sacral chakra. So she's in the Rose 1 set. She is in the original grouping that came forward in 2010 when I came back with all of these roses from the Alhambra. And they started to whisper their messages. So this rose is one of the Alhambra roses. She sits on the sacral chakra. And so this rose is calling us into really honouring who we are. She calls us to check in on self-love, self-value, self-esteem. I am worthy. I am enough. And who am I inside the tribe? She has got a connection to what Jung would call the individuation. I've emerged from my tribal imprint, base chakra, and I've risen into this sense of I. And who am I? My sensuality, my sexuality, my creativity, my procreativity, and my ability to hold money, energy. So she comes with a really rich package for us to check in with in this full moon energy. What needs refining and aligning? Where am I in my absolute truth? And is there any way where that I need to pay attention to self-love? Is there any more self-care that is wanting to be revealed? Do you need to take time out? Do you need to take time out in nature? Particularly between now and the solstice energy. The solstice, the summer solstice for me is like the out-breath of God. the winter solstice, the in-breath of God. So you can see that we are coming to the zenith of that out-breath, the most yang time of the year. What else is coming up for you in this period of time that offers you the opportunity of really having another look at it through this window of opportunity between this full moon and the solstice energies? This rose is a really gorgeous, gorgeous rose to be working with. And if we weave her with I am protector and the very beautiful soul star energy, we can see that we've got another opportunity to come ever deeper into connection with self. This is a time of sacred homecoming to self. Where is this next level of refinement that is needed? The next level of uncovering a truth. These are beautiful energies to work with. I hope at least one of them has resonated with you. And I invite you to just hold those frequencies and just listen to the sounds of these beautiful, beautiful alchemy energies. This evening I've got the space holder that sits at the Gaia Gateway, deep, deep into the connection with the Divine Mother and connection into the Black Madonna energies. I have the Sage Grandfather Bowl, Grandmother Bowl, and here she is, the bowl that sits on the third eye, connects into the pineal gland. So there we are. There's our 3 roses for this full moon. My first in-person event here is on the feast day of the Magdalene, which would be a celebration of the Magdalene within. And I've got some new classes that I will be offering online. And the stuff, there is more stuff coming. And there will be some new rose classes that will be starting live and live online as we move towards the autumn equinox. Alchemies as well. I have some plans for some working with the Alchemies in nature, and I hope you'll enjoy those too. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being present this evening. I did wonder whether I was going to be doing this to myself, the reading for myself, but I am delighted to see everybody, and blessings on the full moon, and I look forward to joining you again soon. I probably will do a reading for the summer solstice as well, and maybe a sound bath or something. Working on it. Bye for now. Bye bye.